Welcome
Wait,
back, guys. Um, this week's episode 25 of Weekly Updates you don't give a
About
dash about. We have Sid above me,
hello,
then, as
I'm above
usual,
everyone.
me, and then below we have Haru. So, Lyle, let's get started with the episode.
This is the
because
half year anniversary. This is the half year anniversary of the show, because
Oh, shit.
in between we skipped like a
of
week, so
me,
it's been
because I
going
was
for
in every
26.
single wait for the past 3 months.
Nice,
Oh, okay.
but
So,
like
like
yeah,
half
so
yearly anniversary.
yeah, so now this is the 26th week that the show since the show's beginning, because we skipped one in between. So yeah, that this is super
Wait, which
exciting.
week did we skip though?
Second or third, I don't remember. And in the first piece of news, Bhargu Vargu, your turn.
So the new Superman trailer is out, and it is directed by James. The new movie is gonna be directed by James Gunn. Okay,
It looks
so
awesome.
Sid, we're gonna have a debate here, Sid. Okay, so
Yeah,
character
but
design. Superman looks fine. His dog
I
looks
think
fine.
I think the
What
cost
what
his
did
dog looks awesome. I think the costume looks okay-ish, but the dog every almost all of the other costumes look great.
Okay, yeah,
Like
apparently the what do you call the traditional Superman looks good on this one, but okay, what the hell happened to Green Lantern? Why does he look like that, Sid?
I
Is he like
mean
that
he
in
kind of
comics?
looks like
Because
that.
I've never read a DC comic.
I'm fairly certain. Guy Gardner bowl
Also, I
cut.
feel
I've
like
read a couple DC
I feel
comics,
like
but
Nathan Fillion looks too old. Like he looks very weird, like
no,
old and wrinkly.
that's who the character is. This is not the same Green Lantern. This is Guy Gardner. It's not Hal Jordan. It's not John Stewart. It's Guy
Yeah, because
Gardner,
the
and
last
he
time
has the bowl cut. Guy Gardner has the bowl cut. Guy Gardner's a bit older, at least from my understanding. So, I mean, I just think the movie looks really good. I'm tempted to watch it. I have never wanted to watch a DC thing as much as I do right now, because I was born and raised a Marvel baby. But
weren't you
I like James
debating me
Gunn.
about Creature Commandos last week? Like you were like pushing for it, you know?
No, I trust James Gunn wholeheartedly because I love Guardians of the Galaxy. That's why I wasn't even on last week.
Okay,
So,
a second of all, why does Lex Luthor looks like way too skinny? Is he like way too skinny? He looks way too skinny.
oh, body shaming.
Isn't he like supposed
Okay, no,
no,
okay.
Sid. He's supposed to be
Huh.
like Lex Luthor. When I imagine Lex Luthor, I don't imagine like this normal ass bald guy.
I mean, it's not really about the physique of the character. It's more about how he acts, because that's
Well, he does not look intimidating as well, you know. Like if you like put Thanos next to him, I'll be more scared of
like
Thanos.
yeah, obviously he'd be more scared of Thanos. What's more scary than a wrinkled chin? No, what I'm talking about is the performance that he brings. You can't really gauge how much of how threatening he'll be without being able to know what the performance will be like. And
So as I was saying, I think the movie looks comic accurate because how people are saying that in Henry Cavill, Superman was more like dark and gritty, which people did not like, or they're more
yeah,
used to that stuff now, and then they cannot adjust to this enhanced and colorful scheme of DC movies, I guess.
I like
You
it
know
more
how like
because like
DC, usually, you know how DC like
debatable.
clings to Batman like it's their first child and ignores Superman so much.
I ship
That is why
Superman and
people are more.
Batman.
On
Oh
God.
God, here we go again. No, Sid, why are you agreeing with her?
They're
No,
such a cute
no,
couple.
no, no.
They're such a cute
What?
couple.
You know what? You're
Batman
the type
always
of
Got
person
needed
who
him.
is
his
going to be
edge.
upset if you know what? I believe you're the type of person who like upset that Deku got together with Ochako.
I am.
Are you that? Oh God, damn it! No, Sid. You know what? This is the actual swear word to like the whole DC community. You know, you should censor that part out.
But they're
No, a
such a
lot of
cute
them do
Sid,
ship
come
couple.
it.
on. Sid, you know what? You know how DC rides on Batman?
You know how
Promise.
DC is Batman is literally DC's moneymaker.
Not his moneymaker. Like the
It's
most
because like
easiest thing to do.
Dark Knight trilogy was just like
They
absolutely
wring
amazing.
him dry. They wring Batman dry of
How is
all
that
Honest,
possible
not
like
qualities.
profanity?
All of like the
See,
leg
drink
I
him
said
performance
it
dry.
effects
well.
are bad.
You literally said.
You know what? Let's just continue because
Okay.
this is
Yeah,
getting weird.
I think it looks really good. I love crypto.
Yeah, it does.
Crypto's so cute. Crypto's so cute. Oh my god, crypto is so cute. I want a crypto. Can I have a crypto? Prisha has an
Said you can
Astra. Can
always
I have a crypto?
said you can always go to a pet store and buy a white dog and put a Superman cape on him. That won't make him Christo.
Fair,
A
but
white
But
like,
you will have
lab.
okay.
something. You will have something in your life, unlike me. But let's
Oh,
just go.
You're just digging yourself into a grave at this point.
yeah. I think it looks really
I have.
good.
I'm
I
not.
love the
I am
lighting.
fearless. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like how the lighting is like very different from other DC movies. They're like very
No,
enhanced.
no. Like Zack Snyder? God. Why did he make everything so dark? I can barely see the screen half the time. It's like, come on, Zack Snyder. Get your shit together. I haven't seen a single movie of his that I've liked. And James Gunn's all the movies I've seen of his I liked. I love James Gunn. He made like the best MCU movie. So
You gonna
and
ignore Endgame?
Okay,
yes,
what? So, new Messi series just dropped. It reminds me a lot of Inazuma 11. It's like a football show where they had powers or something. Yeah, anyway. So this series, it follows young Lionel Messi as he must lead the fight against villains who have kept the 10 realms under their control. Let's join hands and pray that Lionel Messi defeats them. Maybe he'll
You know
join
what
hands
this
with
reminds me of,
Ronaldo.
guys?
the
You know
final
what this
villain
reminds
is
me of?
corporate greed.
When I was in fifth
What is that?
grade, there was a show about Virat Kohli that was animated about him defeating mob bosses through his cricket. You know, and then no, wait. He took a cricket ball and then transformed into some type of warrior shit to fight evil. So yeah, direct inspiration from that.
Oh, and that and Inazuma 11, the one where these like junior high kids had like powers and they used it in football.
And you know what? If I want to watch an animated show about football, I'd rather watch Blue Lock season 2. Move on. Let's move
Yeah,
on.
but they don't have powers. Okay,
Oh,
Inazuma
you said
11,
there.
the
Nah,
goalkeep had like this special move to
powers don't
block the
matter.
ball, and it was just like these giant hands. And I don't know if it was imaginary or it was like actually there, but like that it was there. Yeah.
Let's just move on. This is good. No one's
This
gonna
is
watch
dumb.
this
This
show.
is dumb.
No one's gonna watch this show.
My
Why
brother
are we even
probably will. He's
why
obsessed.
are we even covering this? Sid? Let's get to the yeah. Yes. No, not that.
Bargo,
Fitness
Bargo,
first.
go, 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 go.
Yes. All right, so new Karate Kid trailer. I have watched it. So let's the first it starts out with Jackie Chan finding Daniel LaRusso, who looks younger. Okay, I don't know if you have seen him in like the new season that came out, but he looks way older in that season compared to this movie. So I feel like this is not directly related to like Cobra Kai or something. It feels like that because I don't think there's a mention of Johnny Lawrence in this movie. I didn't get it from like the trailer at all. So it's basically like Jackie Chan finding Daniel LaRusso, karate and kung fu getting together to teach a new kid. Uh, it looks fine, but people are just gonna watch it for Jackie Chan anyway. So it would be kind of nice if we got a movie about Johnny Lawrence instead. But yeah,
Yeah, that's
it was
cool. My
great.
friend loves Karate Kid, so I feel like she'll be excited for this. So that's cool.
Yeah, it's
Then
just like it's
there's
just like a
also
new Karate Kid
Mhm.
movie. It's just like a new Karate Kid movie, not relating anything to the series that's on Netflix. It's like a, modern. But I just feel like this movie should have Kung Fu Legends, Kung Fu Kid instead of Karate Kid because there's no karate in that movie at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, I know this might be blasphemy, but the only Karate Kid like related content thing I've ever seen is the 2010 one with Will Smith's son,
Yeah, because that
and
movie
like
is
I know
actually
people hate
great.
that one. I know people hate it,
Which
but it's
one?
like
Which
part
one
of
did
my
you watch?
childhood, and I love it. Karate Kid with Will
Which
Smith's son, the 2010 one.
one?
Yeah. Huh?
Oh no, why do people hate it? That's an amazing movie. That is an actually amazing
Yeah, I
movie,
swear
you know.
that's.
If you go check it out right now, it's actually amazing. You know, Dre Parker, you know, he should feature
Yeah,
in this
I
movie instead of this new ass kid. He
yeah,
looks
I don't
fine,
know,
you
but
know.
like I like that part, that movie is like part of the is like part of the whole thing. Yeah. Okay, I'll
Universe.
abandon.
Yeah, every franchise has a universe now, guys. We're living in
Yeah,
that type of era.
can't just leave one thing alone. It's like I'm a hypocrite because
Yes.
two of my favorite like things are the Cosmere and the MCU. I mean, the MCU much less, but like whatever.
MCU
Uh,
MCU already had the concept of multiverse before all this, you know. You know, like there was already that existed there.
yeah. Mhm. But yeah, I guess we should just move on to the next piece of news. And in the next piece of news, we have gotten the directors for the third Spider-Verse movie, and they will be Bob Persichetti and Justin K. Thompson. Now, Bob
Yes.
Persichetti, his previous credits are he worked on Into the Spider-Verse as a director. He has writing credits on The Little Prince, and he has animated for companies like Sony, Disney, and DreamWorks. Whereas you go to Justin K. Thompson, he's one of the directors of Across the Spider-Verse. He's
Cloudy with
production.
the chance of meatballs.
Yeah, he's the production designer on Into the Spider Verse and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs films, both of them.
Have you watched that
Not Cloudy
movie?
with a Chance of Meatballs. No, no.
You should
Apparently it's
watch
good.
it. It is actually really good. I think you would relate to the main
Yeah,
character, Sid.
but yes, I'm like so basically they took the director from Into the Spider Verse, Across the Spider Verse. They did the PPAP, boom, and that. So they just like smushed them together, and these directors have proven themselves, and I'm pretty excited to see what they do with the franchise. Also, this movie isn't likely to come out until like 2027, which a long is a
Sid,
long
what's
way
your
off. Like
opinion
if
on
they take
the
their time, that would be cool.
Sid? When did what's your thoughts on the ending of Across the Spider Verse?
Love it.
Where do you think they're taking the movie? And where do you
I
think
don't
they're
know where
taking the
they're
movie
taking
though?
it. I'm not sure where they're taking it. I'm just excited to see what they do with it because it's like Across the Spider Verse was one of the best movies of last year or this year. When did it come out? Last year, yeah.
Still
And
got beaten up by
I can't
still
wait to see where it goes. But like,
still
yeah,
got beaten up by Studio Ghibli. So
I haven't watched a single Ghibli
you
film.
know
Not gonna lie, I want to.
you should watch it. You should watch them. Sid,
But
Sid, you should watch Studio Ghibli. Come on,
you know what? You should read some Sanderson. Next news.
feel bad.
What? Sure,
Um,
go.
okay, so a little background info. Disney has recently removed scenes, right, that include topics on transgender. So I'll give my own 2 cents on this topic and what I think this Disney should adopt to. So, like right now, it seems really obvious that Disney is catering to the older generation's beliefs. It's trying to avoid backlash from them, and it's um, evolving in a way that doesn't um, make it lose, you know, the older generations that really care about this stuff. What I really think Disney should be doing is like spreading awareness, like general awareness about this, instead of like disincluding it entirely, just because parents in general don't want to explain to their kids the concept. Because this is something that's like, as society is evolving, is becoming an integrated part of people, like their own identities and stuff. So I think Disney, to keep up with new times, should be able to adhere to these new societal standards instead of sticking to the old ones. This isn't the
Yeah, that.
first time Disney has done this either. This was there were a bunch of deleted scenes in Pixar's movie Turning Red. So this isn't new. This isn't the first time something has happened like this. So yeah.
So is it
Yeah,
my
I
turn to
agree with
speak?
everything you said. No, it's mine. So every single reason that every single reason that they've given for doing this is just absolute bullcrap, because they said that some parents want to be able to explain this to their child on their own terms, which is like fine and all, but like,
Yeah.
okay, my thing
See,
is, they want,
explaining
no,
is
it's not on their
fine.
own terms, but like, I feel like not letting media as a whole, a lot of media, it can help to broaden people's horizons and broaden people's acceptance of other people, because
Perspectives. Yeah.
yeah, because like, okay, for example, I grew up watching Modern Family, and basically that kind of Modern Family features like a very prominently gay couple, so I feel like part of me is like open to that because of Modern Family, and so media plays a big part in this kind of stuff. And my dad never really, and I don't feel like it should be explained
Yeah,
by parents like on their own terms, because I feel like what people have to do, it should be accepted as a part of society, as completely natural. It should be integrated. So I don't really get that,
yeah,
but like, I mean, to each their own. I guess people have different philosophies on this. I think explaining it is still fine, but I just have my
yeah.
own views on it. But removing the whole, if you're really that bothered by it, just skip over the plot line. Like, come on, why do you gotta remove
Right.
the whole damn
So
thing from the
I
show?
agree with everything what said you said and Prisha said, obviously. But what I was trying to say is, you know how in recent, not recent media, it is not recent at all that there has been prominent mention of all types of characters in from sitcoms to movies to like all of it. What Disney does wrong is all it focuses on is that it focuses on that X factor, which is this stuff, and then people when they focus on this stuff
What do you
about
mean by
including
that?
these types of no, this is not. I mean, what I mean, they'd use this as like a way to promote their story that we're so diverse. We're like including these types of characters, so we're so diverse. They get backlash on the types of stories they're telling right now. They get backlash because of the characters are not engaging. The characters are not like well written. So if you watch any of the Sony films that come out,
I
and there's only like okay, so
don't.
I
I think
feel
the
like
characters
if
are generally well written, but that to each their own,
yeah,
I
no,
guess.
yeah, but like Disney does not write these types of characters well. That is why they get backlash on it. But
Give an
removing
example,
these
maybe. Which character do you think they
say
didn't
for
do well
like
on?
have you guys watched the what do you call the Buzz Lightyear movie? In that
Yeah.
there was like this transgender, there was a scene of two women kissing each other, which was heavily in the debated on that. Why is this? I don't know. But
How
what
is
I
that not
feel
well
is
written? I mean, I watched the movie. I watched the movie, but like, how is that not well? There were very minor characters that too.
it was I just feel
I mean,
like
like,
people thought it was in
I think
poor
it was well
taste.
written. How is it in poor taste? It's two women kissing, but
I Then why is it getting backlash then? Okay, so I
getting
feel like
backlash
Disney
because there's
is
LGBT, because they hate, they're just homophobic.
yeah. Well, if you consider all the fans to be homophobic, then that is just that's just a
No, the ones
one.
who, no, I'm not considering all the fans to be homophobic. I'm considering the ones who give
No,
backlash.
see,
Just, oh no, there's a lesbian couple who showed up for 5 seconds on
no,
screen. That those
yeah,
ones are homophobic,
no.
obviously.
But if you completely like remove this type of stuff from your stories, thinking that this is the main reason why people are not watching your stuff anymore, that is wrong.
That's so sad. It
Yeah,
really
that is just
shows how
sad.
lackluster the storytelling is.
Disney is
You
just
don't
like,
need to
hey,
go
we
out
removed
of
all the
your
gay.
way to remove something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
so
have
Disney is
faith
basically
in
like,
Disney.
hey, we removed all
I
the
have faith in
gayness from
Pixar
this thing.
specifically.
Now you can watch it. You know, it's like
Yeah,
there's no gay in
that's
this. You
dumb.
can watch it, but like that is wrong. So yeah,
Yeah, no, I
the
think like
animation looks
Disney in
weird.
terms of the, I like the animation. Okay, sure. I think
No, the
I,
animation of the
no,
specific thing, it's very
yeah,
weird.
I like it. No, I like it.
I don't like
Why?
the newer generation Disney and Pixar art styles. It's kind of, I don't know, I just
Yeah,
really don't
because
like the art style anymore.
Really,
it's too
which
round.
movies?
It's too round, and
Oh,
if you have seen the Kraken, no, not like the Mermaid movie, whatever that came out, it's too
Eagle
Yeah.
round. It's too
Beagle and Teenage Kraken.
okay. First of all, DreamWorks. if you see every single of the DreamWorks movies, it has a different type of art style, like How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda. What else is there? Shrek. That's
You realize
right.
Ruby
Yeah.
Gilman Teenage Kraken is DreamWorks, right?
Yeah.
What?
Kraken
Bhargav.
is DreamWorks.
Yeah,
Teenage
that's
Yeah.
Kraken.
What?
DreamWorks.
Yeah. I'm not gonna consider those movies as part of DreamWorks. I'm gonna only focus on the good
What?
things.
Well,
Yes.
okay, see, if
Teenage
you're only
Kraken was
considering the good,
nice. I
No.
don't
okay,
know
wait,
why
no,
you
if you're
say.
only considering the good, if you're only considering the good things, you're just basically admitting to your own bias.
No, I'm not.
I don't know why you're
It
hating on
The
You
Kraken
are.
movie
so
did not have
much.
good writing. It did not.
Did you
I
watch
think
it?
it went
I
really
didn't watch
Of
it.
course.
swimmingly. I watched Kraken. I think it was
Yes.
really
I mean,
neat.
the
When it came out, I watched it. Yeah, we should move on. This is getting weird.
yeah, let's move on.
So more Wheel of Time castings. I didn't look at the previous ones, but Sid sent me these. Okay. So we have Olivia Williams as Morgaze, Queen of Andor. Okay,
That's
apparently
Elaine's
she's like the
mom.
main
I
character.
Elaine. No, no,
No?
she's the main character. One of the Wheel of Time has like 50 main
Oh
characters.
yeah, yeah,
One of
you
the main
told me.
characters is
50.
Morris.
Damn.
And then we
No,
have
no, that's the
Nuno
calculation.
Lopes. Okay, we have Nuno Lopes as Lord Gabriel. Apparently no one likes him.
No, no, no one likes him for a very specific book reason. So,
Oh, okay.
mhm.
And then we have Lord Gavin. No,
No one
sorry.
likes
We have
him.
Luke. We have Luke Featherston as Lord
Yeah, very
Gavin.
No one likes him.
Gain.
Gowan,
Goin.
Gowan,
Gavin.
Gowan.
Okay. The fandom hates
No one
him.
likes him.
Yeah.
Everyone
No
hates
one
him.
likes.
No
And
one
then
likes
we
him.
have Callum Kerr as Lord Gallard, the most handsome man in the most handsome human.
actually the most
Oh
hot.
wait,
It's Ryan
I
Reynolds,
just
guys.
I just noticed
No,
that in the
it's Adi.
PPT it's
It's
not in the
Ryan Reynolds.
organized schedule.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Fine.
okay. Wait, so basically the first lady in the PPT is
Merges.
Olivia Williams. Okay, and then the second person is who's the second person again? Um,
That's the guy who's playing Gowan.
yeah, wait, what's his name again?
Is it Gavin
Luke
or Garvin?
Featherston.
Gowan.
Luke Featherston. After that, we have Callum Kerr, and then the
Jawline.
last guy is Nuno Lopes, I guess. I don't recognize
Nuno
him
Low.
from the casting picture.
Okay.
Callum Kerr, he was actually he was like recently cast in One Piece season 2 too. So he's just hitting it big recently. So that's cool. I don't remember who he was casted. Okay, wait. Callum
I did
Kerr
not know that.
one.
Sid,
Oh,
when
oh,
you
he's
find these
smoker.
news, why don't you send it to
He's
me? He's Smoker?
no, 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 no. Yeah, no, no. We covered this before you came onto the show for the first time. Yeah, he's smoker.
He is Smoker? Okay. Fine. Interesting. But like, mm-hmm. Why?
Yeah. So my opinion on these
Isn't
is
it?
that I know none of these actors, but apparently like
No,
Wheel of
Sid,
Time,
you reading One Piece,
the
right?
strongest. I am, I am. I
Sid,
love smoking.
you.
Oh, looks
So,
like
do
he's a
you?
major. Callum Kerr is also a major actor in the Flowers in the Attic series.
No one cares about that.
I don't
Anyway,
know what that is.
I
I
don't
just
either,
feel
but
like
like,
that is an interesting choice on Smoker. But okay, go on.
I mean, you're going off his based only on looks. You don't really know how he can act.
Yeah, well, I have seen the character, so
You
it's
do
gonna be
that a
very
lot.
tough.
You do that a lot.
You
I'm not gonna lie.
what,
You do that a
Sid?
lot. You just
You
look at the
what?
actor and you're like, they're not gonna be good. It's like, come on, look at him act before you say that. Come on, man.
yeah, but like
Sid,
looks
is
matters a
it
lot
my
too, right?
fault?
In the
Yes,
character, if
Sid.
they're casting a previous piece of literature or manga.
Yeah, not to
Yes.
me. I
Sid,
mean, it
you look at
depends
One
based on
Piece,
like
Kobe.
world building.
You look,
If there's like
you look at
world building
live
or
action
character
Kobe.
reasons that are in a specific way.
But like
So,
I think the
See,
character should
Sid.
look the part too if it's gonna play the part, especially
yeah,
when
not
the
Yeah.
character is already a previously made character in a book or a
I
manga
mean,
or like a
if it
comic.
Thank you.
if it's if like the adaptation is canon to the original source material, then definitely. But if it's like a new readaptation, then I definitely think that the looks don't matter as
Isn't
much
this
unless it's like
exactly an
unless it's
isn't
a
this directly
Sid,
readaptation.
based on the book though?
It's directly based on the book, but like it's not canon to the books.
So like
no,
the
One Piece or Wheel
characters
of Time.
are already oh one, but like the characters have already been described. So wouldn't you
Wheel of
want to find an actor who looks similar to the character described?
Not
Yeah,
unless it's
because
like important to the physical appearance is important to the character for either backstory, lore, or
okay,
character
Sid,
reasons.
Sid,
Because like
Sid.
you take
In
a look
One
at like
Piece, Sid. In One Piece, all it matters is how the characters look like because that what makes One Piece One Piece. If you see the character designs in One Piece, they look like you have seen nothing in other the shonen. Okay,
yeah, but that's
there's
more
a
in
little
terms of
meme.
costume. That's more in terms of costuming than in terms of like
No,
race and the physical
have you
appearance of the
I
actors
think
themselves.
I think
seen Gecko
another
Moria?
good.
Sid? Who do you think is
Like
going to play Gecko Moria? Okay, so let's not
I don't know
let's
who
just not
Gecko
go
Moria
on
is.
it. He's in One
I
Piece.
haven't
Let's just
that
continue.
okay, but like I
You know what?
still don't think that physical
Editor,
appearance
put a
is the
picture of Gecko
defining.
Moria right here.
Okay,
I
but like
am
see,
the editor.
sometimes physical appearance is really necessary because like
Especially
they
when it's
Like
One
see, I
Piece
only think
they
physical appearance
and
is
it's an
necessary for
anime.
the casting of a character if it's important to the character themselves
yeah, like
instead of
in
just the
It
like
appearance.
in like in Attack on Titan when they made like a live action movie. It's
Oh
really
Jesus
important that
Christ!
that all the characters except Mikasa look European because they are European and Mikasa is the only canon Japanese person. But like I really can't say anything because the whole One Piece movie, the story just changed.
Live.
Um,
No,
the
but
whole
if okay, fine. See, people okay, so in the casting for One Piece, people like Zoro because Zoro actually is Makenyu is actually Japanese, so they liked him. He looks like Zoro. The everything, the wigs are a little weird, but he gets the character's part right. Okay, people are a little so said he looks like Zoro, but his performance was very dry. He was a bit too edgy, and people did not like that because Zoro is he's like goofy mixed with edginess. It's like that perfect
So
character.
then that's a problem with
Anyway,
his performance. So what you're basically proving to me is that the actual
no,
acting makes
Sid,
performance
is
listen
more
to
matters
me.
too.
important
Listen to me.
than the goddamn appearance.
No,
Appearance
no,
does
Sid.
matter in some small
He
part,
Sid, listen to me.
but
Shanks,
not as much as the
Shanks. Okay.
performance. Not as much as the
No one
performance.
liked how
Not even.
Shanks looked in the live action One Piece. Okay. Even though his performance was fine, no one liked the appearance of Shanks because Shanks actually did not look like Shanks in that live action One Piece.
That doesn't
Same.
matter.
It does matter. Same
He
with
does, but he did look like Shanks.
uh no, it didn't. He didn't look like
Yes,
Shanks.
it
People
did.
that was his main
Yes, it did.
concern. He didn't. He
I
didn't
will.
Sid.
Yeah, but in the actual show, he looked like Shanks.
No, Sid.
I
I've
watched the first
seen what
episode. He
Shanks
looked
look
like
like.
Shanks. He looked like
No,
Shanks. He
he
looks like Shanks. I don't know what you're
no.
talking about.
He
He
looks
looked like
like
Shanks.
someone took
Are you
their
guys done
dad to an anime
arguing?
convention. No, we're not.
Appearance is
Listen to
not
me.
even close to being the nearest thing that's needed for the casting. Go. And day before yesterday, as of us recording this, it was Brandon Sanderson's birthday, and
Aw,
3 days before, by the time we are releasing this, it was his birthday, 19th of December. And happy birthday, Brandon! You're awesome. You're my favorite living author.
yeah.
You're so cool.
Happy
You're so
birthday.
cool.
Happy
Yeah, and
birthday.
every year on his birthday, he releases it. His birthday, he calls it um, Kola's Head Munching Day. It's a in-world reason. I love that name for it. But every year he releases a long newsletter called "The State of the Sanderson" on his birthday, which just gives the state of everything that past year for his birthday, and it's so cool. This year it was just absolutely packed. So let's just get right into it. And in the first piece of news, he has written an Emperor's Soul screenplay. He spent a couple of weeks working on it previously, and that Emperor's Soul screenplay, it was made because there were talks about adapting the Emperor's Soul, which is one of his novellas, and it won a Hugo Award because it's just really good introspection on like art and what makes art and just like the true meaning of art. And it's a lot about art. It's a very art centric book. One of the themes that Sanderson likes to delve in a lot into is art, which is like Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, a lot about art. Emperor's Soul, completely about art, and a lot of stuff in Stormlight Archive also deals with art, and like you can definitely feel Sanderson's soul as an artist, not as a visual artist, but as a writer, and
Right.
you can feel his
Writing.
passion for it.
Yeah.
and you can feel his passion for writing whenever he talks about art. And I absolutely love reading those segments just because of that. Because Mm, I haven't read that much, honestly. I'm gonna tell you, but whenever Shalan's process of creation in Stormlight is described as like the closest it can get to how I feel making art in books, and I just love it whenever that happens. But talking about that later. Emperor's Soul as as like a movie would go absolutely hard because it's a shorter Sanderson book. It's not like boingus boingus, but then like uh, I, I I I love it for that because it could actually fit into a feature film length instead of that. And
Yeah.
I'm I love the concept of an Emperor Soul movie. I hope later down the road the movie actually gets made because Emperor Soul is my favorite story that is set on the planet of Cell. Then he's taking a bit of a break from Stormlight after Wind and Shoot's release. The next book he will be writing is actually a novella, which is Horneater, which follows the character of Numuhuko Mahiaki Ayalunamor, or Rock. And it's going to be Horneater.
I
He's going to
just
start
heard
writing on
gibberish.
his
I heard Mugu Wugu Waga.
Let the man speak.
Numuhuko Maki. Numuhuko Makiaki Ayalunamor. Yes, the first time that name came up in the book, I spent 5 minutes staring at it and memorizing it. So yeah, the writing for
Uh,
that book will
go on,
begin
Sid.
will begin in 18 months. And right after his writing retreat for a bit, he will begin working on the third era of Mistborn, which is Ghostbloods. He'll be writing all three books in the trilogy back to back, which is super cool. I love hearing that.
Sanderson
And
writes so many books, and I can't even write one thing, man.
you can
God.
and
Take
right after
inspiration
that,
from Sid.
I
Oh,
don't
did
write
you
that much.
guys
I
know
stopped writing.
Sid is
Okay.
like a published author?
What?
Yeah,
What?
he's written books. He didn't tell you?
No, he
I'm cutting
didn't.
this out.
Sid,
I'm cutting this out. Okay.
No,
I'm
no,
cutting
don't
this out.
cut it out.
I'm cutting it out.
Sid,
Okay.
I
I'm
give
cutting this
you
out.
my shit to read all the time, and I've never read your book. Come on, I need it right now, Sid. Send it to me.
It's absolute shit. I did it in
I
literally
don't.
1 day because there was a deadline. I'm not.
Sid,
No.
you
Okay.
saw what I wrote, right? You read what I wrote, right? That is,
It was absolute
it would
shit.
be better than that. No, there's nothing more shit than my writing. Just you know what? It's very
There
betrayal
is, and it's
moment,
called
but
cliches forever. There is something worse than your writing, and it's called cliches forever. Next, the next piece of news:
aww.
That's the book
Jancy
name of his book, by the way. Cliches Forever.
Oh, oh my God, Sid. No, it's not. You're so much better than me. This is go on.
No.
Let us go on.
Okay, shut up. Okay, and after this, Jancy Patterson will begin work on the new Skyward book in about 6 months. So she previously worked on a couple of novellas in the Skyward world, which is pretty cool. And she also wrote the first Skyward Legacy novel. They're planning. So later down the line, when I'm talking about this, we have a release schedule for all the books that he's got. It's packed, guys. I'm gonna tell you, it is absolutely packed. Right after Sanderson finishes Miss Bonella 3, he will start work on the two Elantra sequels, which I'm super excited because Elantra was his first published work. And it's not my favorite. It's a good book, but it doesn't really stack up to the rest of his book's quality because the character work in that is a lot weaker. And Sanderson's like main strength, in my opinion, is his character work. So that's the thing. Then after that, song revisions of Songs of the Dead, which is his book about a necromancer, metal singer, have begun between the co-author of the book, whose name is Peter Orulian, and the publisher. And after he finishes work on the Elantra sequels, he will either work on a Warbreaker sequel or a Rhythmatus sequel because people have been waiting for a Rhythmatus sequel for so long. I haven't personally read the Rhythmatus. I've heard that it is absolutely amazing, and people have been waiting for a sequel for that for so long because apparently it ends on a cliffhanger. So it's on my radar. I want to read it maybe. And also, another thing is the ebook version of his novella that he released on Audible only, because previously it was only an audiobook. It's the ebook version of it will come out sometime in May. uh, an adaptation of one of his novellas or short stories, Snapshot, is actually quite far along. It's landed a production deal, and in some absolutely gigantic news, uh, a Chess of the Emerald Sea animated show could be made. Which, in that case, if it is made, it would be literally the first adaptation of the Cosmere, and oh my god, animation for chess would be so good. And a studio has approached Brandon. We don't know which studio it is, but oh my god, I'm so excited. I hope it all works out super well. It's still a maybe on whether this is going to be finished and made, but oh my god, it's exciting. Then after that, the next crowdfunding campaign will be a collection of Hoyt stories from the Stormlight Archive and a bunch of other stories that he's told throughout the Cosmere. So that's cool. Uh, and Isaac Stewart's Nikki Savage book revisions will start soon, and concept art has been started for Ghost Bloods and also Isles of the Underdark. And Dan Sanderson is like the only author I know who has concept art for his books, which I mean, hey, I'm not complaining. That's pretty cool. So yeah, and also now we'll talk about his schedule for releasing all the stuff. In fall of 2025, his book Isles of the Ember Darkness fifth secret project will be released. Then in December of the same year, his short story and novella collection will come out. Then early 2026, Isles of the Ember Dark will release to like the masses for like the publishing. So then after that, spring or summer 2026, the first Skyward Legacy book will release. Uh, December 2026, either Dark One or Isaac Stewart's Cosmere novel will release, or and that could also happen sometime in 2027. Then December 2028, the first Ghost Bloods book will be released. Then summer of 2029, Elantris 2 will be released. Then December of 2029, Ghost Bloods 2 will be released. Then summer of 2020, 2030, Elantris 3 will be released, which is okay. And then December 2030, Ghost Bloods 3 will be released. And right after that,
What the?
Stormlight December in 2031, Stormlight 6 will be released, which means that between Stormlight
He
5 and
planned
Stormlight 6 will
so
come
ahead. How many years is that? Is that like a 10-year gap?
7 years, 7 years. So there's
7-year
going to
gap.
be
Damn.
between Stormlight 5 and 7. Oh, Prisha left. Shit.
Yeah,
But
she did. She said I gotta go. Yeah.
and yeah, that is absolutely insane. That's a lot of news. I've been talking about this for at least 10 minutes. So
Well,
next
I can
and
watch it talk about everything all the time. It was very fun.
and thank you. Sonic 3
Yes.
recently released, and by recently I mean yesterday as of recording this, and day before yesterday
It
as
didn't
of
release.
upload, it released. It's out.
It's up. No,
Sonic
didn't
3.
you say it was in the works for
Sonic 3.
2027?
Sonic 3. Sonic 3.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
And it's come
Sorry.
out to about
Whoa.
87% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is like the last movie, Sonic 2, had a 69%, and the jump in quality between those two is just so much. I can't
This
wait
one
to
has
watch it
Shadow, so
after
what do you
both.
expect? This one has like literally Shadow. People are watching
Shadow
this
is the
movie for
best
Shadow.
character ever. And yeah, now Sonic 4 has been announced for 2027.
You know what? I know what I know. I exactly know what to give Sid for his birthday every time.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
gonna be tickets for.
And yeah,
It's gonna be tickets for Sonic 4.
hell yeah. 3 years down the line, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Doing
yeah, in
good.
the next piece of news, Parker
Okay, so Dune season 2. When was the season 1?
this year.
I didn't watch it. Sid, you have to talk about this one. I don't know anything about
I
this.
didn't watch it either. Okay, Dune
Uh,
Prophecy has been renewed for the second season, which I don't know much about the show because I'm not interested in watching it. It's not like based on any official books other
you
than the
should
ones written
read
by
Dune
Brian
though.
Herbert. I've read the first
But
two
you,
books. Uh,
uh,
So yeah, that's
Yes,
about it. I haven't read past the first two books, but this isn't based off of any like specific canon books because the fandom doesn't really like Brian Herbert's books. So and that's what this is based off of. So I will have to see. And
mm-hmm.
God, why am I covering so much? Okay, basically, final news, final goddamn news. And so Percy Jackson, the season two has cast uh, these characters who are Rosemary DeWitt will play Cece, Alex Bonovic will play Polyphemus, uh, Beatrice
Fall.
Kitsos and Kevin Chacon will be playing two original characters to the show, so that's pretty exciting. And then we'll get into what we are reading, watching, and playing.
And play. By the way, that
I
photo was by
recently,
me. You guys want to check out photography by me? Just follow whatever.
that's cool as fuck.
Yeah, that
That's
I do.
cool.
I I know.
And
That perspective is really
I recently got my copy of Win and Truth by Brandon Sanderson. Look at that, that's fluffy boy. It's so pretty, but like the American cover is better, but it's still so pretty. And look, this is mirrored, so like I've actually gotten quite a bit ways. I've gotten to page 856 in the book. I
in
love
how
it.
many days? In how many days,
Uh,
Sid?
three,
Like a week, right?
three.
Yes. Yeah,
No, no.
I can't even read
The
that manga in
no,
three
no,
days.
no,
What's
no,
wrong
no, no.
with you?
See, no, no. I like before this they published preview chapters, and I read a lot of those, and those preview chapters covered
Uh,
like 300 pages of the book. So really, I read 500, not
you know
even
what?
800.
He's actually a professional bookworm, guys.
I just read 50. I read 500. That's not a big deal. Plus, I had
That
all
is a
of
big
today and
deal.
yesterday
One
to
who
read it.
reads like 5 chapters a day. Let's go.
Not really, but okay. Yeah, I love it. I love it so much. Like this book is absolutely insane. I have no idea what's gonna happen at the end. I love this book so much. There's a lot less skeleton than I expected, but honestly, that's fine because everything else is just so good. Alien, I love it. You know what? I'm gonna save this for my spoiler-free review. I also started Dragon Prince season 7. Cool. Next.
Farah's not here.
Okay, Prisha started. I don't know
Precious not
anything about
here.
any of these. I don't know anything about any of these, but like except Blade
I
itself,
do.
and I love Blade. Blade itself is so cool. I love Blade itself. I got it for her birthday also, and she's reading it. I hope she loves it. It's so good. I love Blade itself because First Law is my fourth favorite book series of all time. I love it. I love it. I love it. And in
Let's
and
go. Ah, yes. My favorite segment. Anyway, so I have not read any manga this week or watched any anime because of studies and since my exams are nearing. Anyway, so I'm gonna talk about these two movies. I know I don't I know you guys know the first movie where this shot is from. Sid, have you seen it? Sid.
obviously,
Yeah, but the second one, if you I don't know if you have seen it or not. It's from Mitchell's versus the Machine. So these both
I love
movies
that. I
were
love
like
that
very.
movie. I love that movie
I
so
know it's
much.
so great. So both of these movies are like about a relationship about the kid with their parents. So and you can see how the art styles is like and the color scheme is like it's similar. It shows that these two movies are made by the same people because it was
Yeah,
actually
Phil Lord and
it
Chris
was
Miller. Phil Lord and Chris. Phil
yeah.
Lord and Chris Miller. I love
So
Phil Lord
I
and Chris
feel
Miller.
like into the Spider Verse was like very like the movie started. If you take it as a superhero movie perspective, it was good, but if you take it as like a family movie, it was also great because you know how it shows how Miles goes from like this ignorant teenager to this actual superhero in his own terms. Same with the second character here, Katie, who goes from like this very she thinks her family is not understanding her, all that, to actually accepting what she is and actually forming an actual connection with their dads. So yeah, these two movies were like really great. They were like, and I specifically took these shoe shots from them because these
Because
are
they look
like
similar.
very yeah, and the fact that this is like where very important shit is going on here, emotional toil. If that's Peter B. Parker, who's like depressed, and this is like where this is the actually start of the movie where the robots are like going. That like it's like watching two things with similar narratives done with like different, what do you call, motives in mind, but the message is same though from both movies. But how they do it with different characters is just amazing, and the art style is great as well. I am done yapping. Let's
Alright, and thank you for watching. We will
watching
smell you
later.
later.